Tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me today. Welcome, new subscribers. Our channel is growing, and I'm absolutely thankful for each and every one of you. Excuse my appearance. Sorry if you see water dripping. My shoulders are wet, but we went to the beach today. And I knew it was Thursday, but I forgot it was Thursday, or else I would have recorded the video on the beach. But we were having such a good time, and then driving home we got stuck in traffic, and I was like, crap, I didn't talk to the family today. So I came home, took a shower, washed my hair, and sat out here to do this video with you all. I had to go in there and get my hair straight. But yeah, this is me, and without any filters. And I think you all may have seen my hair like this before. I don't have any shame in this. I don't wear makeup or filters or anything, but I know y'all might be like, why is she so wet? Now you know why. But we had such a beautiful day at the beach. Where I live, it was raining, and it rained like all the way up to the coastline. And then when we got on the beach, like, it just opened up. The sun, it was so beautiful, and everybody was like, you're going to the beach, it's storming. And I was like, not where I'm going, because I bring the sunshine. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to create helpful habits that will allow you to have a successful lifestyle. It'll allow you to build a successful lifestyle. I am currently smack dab in the middle of reading The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, written by Stephen Covey. And it's such an amazing book. I had the workbook before I had the actual book. But reading the book really opened my eyes to certain things, also in myself. But also speaking with people and dealing with people in my mental health sessions. It really just confirmed things that I already knew. Okay, so first things first, what is a habit? A habit is just something that you continuously do over and over and over again till you can subconsciously get it done. It's the junction of where your desire meets your personal integrity, okay? Or your personal willpower. I shouldn't say integrity, your personal willpower, all right? So I've said this before, but the only prerequisite to get what you want is to want it. How bad do you want it? So many times we say, oh, we don't have time, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources for certain things, because we push it off in our minds. But let's say something comes up, we want to buy something, a new piece of furniture, some new shoes, a new bag, and we may have other things due, but we find a way. We may do some overtime, we may do a quick side hustle, we may borrow some money, and we get the thing that we desire, okay? So the only prerequisite to get what you want is to want it. How bad do you want it? And you should know that your habits are not formed only by your doing and your own intellect, but it's also formed by your outside influences, by your family, and the things that you allow yourself to ingest. So what you watch, what you read, things of that nature, what you eat, okay? There's so many people that I've sat down, spoken to, and they're like, I'm just so tired of being angry. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of being used. And I say, okay, well, these are the steps in which to do something, because you cannot form a habit working from the outside in. It's always an in-out job, okay? So you have to do things from the inside first, and then allow those feelings to overflow into the outside. So I'll tell someone, okay, well, you know what? In order to create a successful habit and to reroute, to change the way how you think and feel about things, excuse me, and I left my water inside. In order to change the way how you feel about things and how you do things, you have to now create a new neural pathway, all right? So quite literally, you're rewiring your brain when you do something repetitively. Now, I'll tell them for at least 21 days you should do this, but to make it really, really stick, do it for 90 days straight, or do it for 6 months straight, depending on how detrimental it is that they want to, how detrimental the things are that they want to do. And sometimes I get people that are like, okay, and sometimes I get people that are like, what? For 6 months? For 60 days? That's so long. And then I have to ask them, well, how long have you been sad? How long have you been angry? How long have you been living a life that you don't want to live? And almost all the time, the answer is my entire life or my entire adult life. So I asked them, how long really is 60 days? How long is 6 months? How long is a year? To change something, to reroute the way how you think and you feel about things. How long is it really? How long is it really? See, we have to get out our mind and push past our own fear, the feeling of, okay, how can I continue to do this one thing? Because it's going to make me uncomfortable. It's going to make me feel some type of way about it. I'm sorry. Hey, shh, come. It's going to make me feel some type of way. It's going to make me feel some type of way about it. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be something that's going to make me uncomfortable. And I don't want to be uncomfortable for 6 months because my subconscious is already wired to behave a certain way or to react a certain way or to respond a certain way. But if you have a habit that is not fulfilling to you or not self-serving, you quite literally can change that by just changing the way how you view it for 90 days. 90 days is what creates a lifestyle. 21 days is what overwrites a habit. Okay? So for me, I had a habit of, well, YouTube might flag it, but I had a habit that I wanted to kick. Okay? I wanted to get rid of this habit. I wanted to stop it. And I decided I was going to stop cold turkey. I wasn't going to continue to do it. I was just going to say, hey, I'm going to switch my mind frame around this particular thing. And some people were like, what? Cold turkey? How can you go cold turkey? You know, it's going to be so difficult. You know, it's been 3 weeks since you've been doing this one particular thing. How is it that you now all of a sudden are able to change it? And I'm like, listen, it's just my mindset. I decided to change my mindset. The reason why I was doing it in the first place was because I felt it made me feel good. But now I decided that it no longer makes me feel good. It's no longer serving me. I no longer want to continue with this particular thing. So I'm just going to rewrite it. I'm going to overwrite it immediately and switch it up. Right? It's not that hard. But you have to have the self-discipline and the mind power to do something. So stop looking at things as if to say, oh, I've been doing this my whole life. I can't change it. It's ingrained. It's wired in me. Or my mom did this and my dad did this, so I'm just destined to do the same thing. That's not the case. That's so backwards. And we need to evolve past that. Have some sense of self-worth and have deeper self-love for yourself. See, when you develop habits that are beneficial to you, when you develop habits that serve you, that is a form of self-love. Love yourself enough to change those things that are no longer serving you. And then, once you develop those habits from the inside out, you now need to learn how you can work with other people to help develop those habits into something bigger. I know some independence is such a big thing, and oh, I'm an independent person and I don't need no one to do this for me and whatever. But we are a community. We are interdependent beings. So I'm not saying go be dependent on someone for your whole life or not be able to step out on your own. But know that when you develop things for yourself, and then you go and you work with others, that's just allowing that particular thing to grow so much more. Because wherever 2 or more people dwell, isn't that also where God resides, right? I believe that's how the scripture goes, right? Not just God as in a man in the sky, but divine source, because the energy is amplified. So allow yourself to develop habits that's going to serve you so that you can now in turn be a servant for others. And together work to build and magnify those habits. And when you do so, not only will you create a lifestyle of, not only will you be able to create a lifestyle of your dreams that's 100% serving for yourself and for others, but you're going to start to see things fall into place once you start moving in the energy of interdependency, right? Create a habit of knowing that you cannot do things on your own all the time. Create a habit of knowing that working with others and working together can really be beneficial. Make it a habit of knowing that you don't know everything. You may be an expert in some things and you may be a master in some things, but you're a student in all things. And allow yourself to be open to criticism so you can grow. Now, I'm not saying let people belittle you. However, if someone sees something and points it out, instead of just closing off because it doesn't go with your mind frame or the way how you view or the way how you think of things, instead open your mind up and say, you know what, I see your point. Even if you don't agree with them, you can still see their point and give them respect. That's working together. And that's helping you to build a habit of having respect for one another and for yourself. That is something that is lacking so dearly in this world. And once we learn that we are a community of beings who deserve love and respect regardless of where we are in our life, you'll start to see things shift and magnify. So that is all that I have for you today, wealthy family. Like, really build a habit of learning to listen to yourself, listen to others, work together, create an interdependency with others, and allow yourself to start rooting things. Start taking note of things that aren't serving you, and then say, I'm going to make a conscious decision to change that around. And you'll start to see a big difference. Okay, wealthy family, until we connect again, be sure to stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.